What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are here in Charlotte, North Carolina. We are going to be playing for the next course in our destination disc golf. We are playing Hornets Nest. This could go very poorly. This could go very well. I'm going to try to find the second longest tee pads on all the holes and play from there. And we will see how well I can shoot. Hole number one from the gold tee pad is 390 feet. It is pretty much straight, maybe a tiny bit of bend off to the right at the very end, but I don't think I can throw a forehand first throw of the day, 390. So we're gonna try to go essence and just try to stay in the middle, stay real close to the center line there. All right, looks like we're scrambling off the first tee. Oh no. Well, at least I'm in the middle again. First time in my bag. This is the soft juju. That's a really nice flip out to flat shot. Okay, that's a double bogey. It sucks, but I hit like first available, so double bogey makes sense. Hole 2 is typically out over the pond, and then it's on an island for a tournament setting. This isn't a tournament setting, so we have this very tight little wooded tunnel. We're gonna go sky guide 4 and hope we can stay sneaky through everything. Looks like about 230-ish, 250. Okay, I am shanking everything right now. Should be a putt. Should be doesn't mean it's going to be, so I need to actually make one here. All right, 2 over through hole 2, which is better than 2 over through hole 1. Let's go on to hole 3. Like I said, second to longest tee pad. The longest one's back there. This one is par 4, 516 feet. Looks like it goes out and around to the right, and then it bends and hooks really far back, almost like the shape of a candy cane. So you want a forehand that's going to go pretty straight, or actually you probably want to turn over backhand so that you're pushing that back wall so you have a better shot at the next shot. In which case I'm going to throw the backhand peach and hopefully I get a little bit of a drift over to the right. I might have pushed too far straight, but that looked like it should be good. Now, it's a longer course, so I did actually take out the neutron pyros and put in this plasma so that I could stick another distance driver in. But I think I'm going to go plasma. See if I can hook up there to the pin. That looks like it's about perfect. That is birdie, putting us to 1 over through 3 holes. That is pretty good. Honestly, I don't know how well I would normally play this course because this is the second time I've played through it. It seems like it should be pretty all right. The sign seems to have gone for this one, but I think this one, well, we'll see how far this drive gets. I think it's supposed to be a par 4. But I think that's from the longest pad. So I don't remember. The basket is past this row of evergreens out there in the open, slightly downhill. I'm going to try to forehand the time lapse, get a lot of distance out there. Too far. That went really far. So I did go a bit long. Would have helped to have had a little bit of distance measures. about we are approximately right here-ish. So let's see if we can save a par putt here. Oh no. Okay, 2 over after 4. That's better than being 2 over after 1. Didn't know that time lapse would go that far away. Hole 5, 258 into a headwind. I'm gonna try to get the Rhino all the way there. Basically as hard as I can throw it. And I'm probably still gonna be a little short. I probably should throw the Pyro, but I wanna try the Rhino. Get up there. I might have a putt. Look at me. That was the right height. Also, last time I was here, I parked this basket, but I did throw a Pyro. And I think I full flexed it, which definitely shows I'm getting more power on my forehand and more speed and power and just distance, because that's a 2 with almost no glide versus a Pyro, which is a 5 with a lot of glide. So it's an unfortunate par. Should have thrown the Pyro, might have got a birdie, but it is what it is. Hole number 6, 321 feet. There's a method to the madness, because this one goes straight and it hooks left into a grouping of trees on a raised basket. Guess what the method does? It goes straight and then it hooks left. I think it was hyzering a little bit early. Should have hung it out more. I think I can make that putt. Hole number 7, par 4, 584 feet. It goes straight out there and then kind of follows the road around to the right. I think you want to be way down there but closer to the road. So I think it's a backhand to start and then maybe a forehand approach. So we're going to go with the Essence again, as this time first available shouldn't happen. Really straight. That's why I'm liking the Essence. Basket is tucked up into those woods, but because it's a little bit of a straighter and a little bit more in there, I want more of a skip than if I threw the Rhino. So I'm gonna try the Pyro and see if I can have enough airspace and spin to still skip over to the right, but we are going plasma because we need it to push. Well, that was interesting. I'm okay. Probably should have disc up so I could thrown a little bit softer and not had to slip. But for being a slip throw, this isn't a bad spot. Okay. See, I can give it a run with this board and still have an easy putt coming back. That's what people don't expect. They're like, oh, I need a dart or I need some faster putter to make it all the way there. No, just putt with a slightly slower putter, put it in the air more, give it a chance, and save yourself a 20-footer. All right, and now holes that most people have never seen unless they've come to Hornets Nest. We're gonna go play 2 secret holes that don't get played on the Pro Tour but are still really fun and have possible ace chances. All right, because I do actually want to try to ace, I'm gonna give each of these two throws. So hole 8A, it's par 3, 290, spins around to the right. I'm gonna have to keep it high in the air with both of these Pyros to be able to have enough height for the ace, but I think it's possible. I just have to kind of mush them a little bit. Okay, everything here is really slippery for a forehand grip. That's fun. All right, I'm gonna throw from off the side of the tee pad on this one. Well, that's probably a great shot. It's not an ace. On to hole 8B. 8B is right there. And try the spore and the soft juju. Just not enough pace. I mean, that's the right line, just a little bit higher. Hole number 8, 534 feet. It's par 4. It goes out there and then bends around into the left. So we're gonna go method. Try to give it just a touch of anhyzer. Hopefully keep it wide out into the middle until it gets way down to the corner. Kind of like that. I think that was perfect. About 280 out, slightly uphill. Go plasma pyro, because the glide is going to help carry it up the hill a little bit more than with the proton one. But also, I may have put too much turn on it because that's not a proton pyro. Oh, no. I need to get more birdies. I'm still 2 over. Damn it. Hole number 9 is another par 4, 472. Let's see if we can get this one. Looks like it goes really, really straight and then slight bend off to the left. Any of the really big power throwers are probably trying to get there on one, but I can't do that. So I'm going to lay up with a pilot out there to the middle, maybe a tiny bit of an anhyzer on it, and then I should have either a forehand or a backhand approach. It went a little too far left, but I should be right on the edge. Fortunate set of circumstances. I always know what I should have done and gone with, but then I always do the wrong thing, and that's what gets me in trouble during tournaments, because that should have just been a little forehand, pitch up. If it gets lucky enough, you make it there, instead of trying to put a disc that needs airspace through a low ceiling gap. That just wasn't a smart idea on my part. Taking the Rhino though. So the good thing is I'm making all my putts. The bad thing is I'm not making the throws right now, but the putts are keeping me at par. I just need to actually capitalize on a couple of throws so that my good putting can get me a birdie instead of barely saving a par. Hole 4, 474, it goes up and bends around to the right, and then I don't really know where it goes from there. But I'm gonna throw the juju, and hopefully I can just barely miss these trees on the left. It should turn and be understable, get me a little bit further to the right. Then I might have a shot from there. Or not. Or I guess I'm scrambling again. That was a really hard shot. All right, just long of the short tee pad, 345 feet. It bends around to the right. So I'm gonna try to go MD3, if I can hold on to it. MD3 backhand turnover. Okay, I might have a look, probably just trying to save a bogey though. I was a little worried this might happen if I threw a mid-range. The uphill run-up definitely takes away some of the power you can get. So I can throw the MD3 345. I can't throw the MD3 on a turnover uphill with an uphill run-up. But we can try to run this for par. Or we can make a 25-footer for bogey. Okay, take a bogey, 3 over par. We can get back to 2. We can definitely get back to even if I capitalize on some drives, which I haven't been doing. Hole 11, 496 feet. pretty much as straight as you can possibly throw with a little bit of a bend to the left once you get to the end. I'm gonna try to lace a fairway with a distance driver, but I'm gonna need this one to turn a little bit. Might have turned a little bit too much actually. Juju, turn over right up here. I think I parked. So the Juju took the unconventional route through all of this stuff. But I mean, that's fine. Whatever works. Hole number 12, 819 feet. It says it's par 4 if you're playing the actual longest layout. Every other layout says it's a par 5. And while some of these have been the same as the longer layouts, we're playing this as a par 5. Because we're playing these shorter pads. This one just goes really, really, really far straight and then hooks pretty far into the woods as well. So hopefully this will give me a shot. Fade more. Okay, that's why it needs to be a par 5. I'm gonna have to go big backhand turnover or possibly spike forehand because I'm kind of pinched right here. Okay, let's go see where that finished out. Okay, just over 200 feet, slightly downhill. I'm not gonna have to push this one to get it there. I think it should carry far enough. I'm gonna have to hit it a little hard though. Firm but not crushed. Yep, should have a putt from there. Hey, 1 over par. Going into hole number 15. Or no, 13. Hole number 13. I can't count right now. 13. Par 3, 360 feet. It just spins very, very, very slowly off to the left. I'm going to go MD3. I know that I don't have the distance for this hole, but it's downhill, so there's a chance. And also, I can hit a lot of lines with an MD3 that I can't necessarily always rely on with a driver. So just need to make sure I put this one high enough and flat enough. And it should have a chance to get down to at least circle 2-ish. A little bit shortish. Yeah, kind of exactly where I thought it would be. It was those leaves that got me. Otherwise it would have been about circle 2. Okay. It's worth the run. That's what we call committed and confident putting. Join us for the formwork video where I talk about putting, and that's a lot of what that is you can be confident but not very committed, and it's not necessarily going to go in. But if you're confident and committed, just commit to your putts. Commit. That's what it needs. Commitment. The more committed you are, the more confidence you will have. Number 3, 325 feet. Normally I would want to go back or forehand off this tee pad because you just punch it straight and then it fades to the right. But I've been slipping on all these tee pads forehand, so I think I'm going to try the backhand. Just get the peach nice and turned over. Cut a late tree, but it should be another car close. I thought that was a lot further away. There is a chance. Not a good one, but there is a chance. I need to, when I play these courses, I need to put a new spore in the bag because the new spore would have gone in right there. Hole 15, 269 feet, par 3. There is a Mando on this tree off to the left, so you have to stay left of that tree. And then it's pretty much as straight as you can draw it up. A lot of hyzer flip discs, a lot of really touchy turnover discs. I think I'm just gonna pipe the ND and throw it as flat and as hard as possible. We have a chance of getting it all the way there, because this is my straightest flying disc right now. Okay, we're gonna abandon that lie. We're gonna rethrow because we missed the Mando. Not gonna throw from the drop zone. We're just going right here. Going peach, hyzer flip, because I need to be able to hit this gap. Every time I've played this course, I've missed that gap right there. I need to be able to hit it with something. Okay, we got a putt for a bogey. Damn it. That is a double bogey. We had just gotten to even par, or we had just gotten to 1 over. So, 3 over par. We have 3 more holes left. We can make it to par if I birdie out. Hole 16, hole 16, par 3, 357 feet. You go through this gap and hook a hard left, or you go through this left gap and pretty much go straightish, but that left gap is really, really tight. I'm gonna try to flip up the Vela through this middle gap. You have to go over the ridge, and then I want to be going flat once I get above the ridge. So I think this is the right amount of stability. Almost had it. But just a tiny bit early on the release. I didn't really have anywhere to swing my arm, so I'll take what I can get. That's not terrible. And I think that not terrible is just another way of saying you got a par. Hole 17, par 5, 727 feet. It looks like you just want to go straight and then probably throw in a second straight shot and maybe you're around the corner, and then you throw your third shot as an approach, and then you take a birdie. Kind of what the T sign looks like. So I'm just gonna throw an MD3 just right down the middle. Hopefully I'm not right behind a tree. A little on the left side, but I might have a shot from there. All right, looks like you just want to keep going around to the left from here. So I'm gonna go peach forehand. Not the best spot, I don't think. So from here, I don't have a lot of good options. I need to try to get left, but I can't really throw to the corner because there's too many trees there. I'm gonna try to cut through the inside of this corner down this sneaky gap. Yeah, I was just too pinched in the corner. 1, 2, 3. This is 4. All right, so I gotta try to throw in to save a to save a par on this tough par 5. Honestly, way better than I thought I could do from in here. What happened? Okay, I guess we're saving a double bogey again, which we were already at 3. So this will put us at 5 over, which is still, so far, the best course score from the destination disc golf. But I think I'm gonna play some slightly easier and also very much prettier ones later on at the end of this year. We're definitely gonna shoot a little bit better. On to hole 18. Let's see if we can at least close this out with a birdie so that we're not just on a down note at the end of every one of these videos. I want to actually play well. And while this score might be playing well at this course, I did not play well. So it kind of doesn't feel good anyways. Let's see if we can get a birdie on this last hole though. This may very well be the longest par 3 on the course. It's 486 feet. That's a bit of a rip. It's also downhill. I'm gonna do my best to get there, but this is probably gonna be a 3. So we're gonna go vision time lapse. Pop it out there, let it stand up and ride to the right. Get some distance here. Too much. Let's see what the Enigma would have done. Same thing. Used to higher elevation? We're not that much lower, are we? In that case, let's see what a neutron time lapse does. Yeah. Huh. Well, now we're gonna have to scramble to save a par, and that's never fun. I know what it is now. There's a headwind out here that you could not feel on the tee pad. As soon as you step away from that wall of trees ever so slightly, there's a significant headwind, and that's why they were both flipping over faster than I expected it to. But that's still gonna help me out for when I go play some courses much lower to sea level. Like Maple Hill is very close to sea level, so it's going to be nice to know that my discs may actually flip a little more, so I might need one slot more stable for those bigger courses. Well, I got out. That's not a look for par, I don't think, though. Okay, what you missed, because I realized I didn't hit the play button, is I just made this putt with my putting putter. So I'm going to try to make it without a putting putter, see if we can actually do it. All right, I guess 2 is good. So we're ending it off on a really, really, really good note. That's 2 basically 60 footers, one right after another. One with the camera rolling, one without the camera rolling. So I feel good. Even though it ended with a par, that's still pretty cool. If you enjoy content like this, please make sure to like the video. If you want to see new stuff, make sure to comment that down below. And make sure you join us back every week for the rest of the year for all the Destination Disc Golf. And until next time. Oh, and please make sure to subscribe. It helps you guys out as well. And until next time, I'll see you out on the course.